First up, India and Brazil have decided to enhance their bilateral trade target for 2030 from $20 to $30 billion following talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva in New Delhi. The two BRICS founding members also exchanged 10 pacts, including in the fields of critical minerals and digital domain. They also discussed about the emerging scenario following the US Supreme Court verdict on Donald Trump's tariffs. President Lula is on a 5-day India visit where he also participated in the AI Impact Summit. DD India's Akhilesh Suman has more.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi held bilateral talks with Brazilian President Lula da Silva in New Delhi, aimed at deepening the strategic partnership between India and Brazil. The two leaders first met in restricted talks followed by delegation-level discussions focusing on strengthening bilateral relations. They also exchanged views on global issues, including the situation in Gaza and the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. As an outcome of the summit, 10 MOUs and agreements were signed between the two countries. These include cooperation in strategic supply chains, critical minerals, digital technology, MSMEs, mining for the steel supply chain, pharmaceuticals, traditional knowledge systems, among others. Agreements were also signed between the Indian Institute of Mass Communication and the Federal University of Minas Gerais. Both countries agreed to enhance cooperation in film production with an agreement signed between the Satyajit Ray Film and Television Institute and the University of Sao Paulo. Brazil announced a 10-year business visa for Indian entrepreneurs to facilitate greater economic engagement. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India will establish a center of excellence in Brazil for digital public infrastructure.
टेक्नोलॉजी और इनोवेशन के क्षेत्र में हमारा सहयोग दोनों देशों के साथ-साथ पूरे ग्लोबल साउथ के लिए महत्व रखता है। मुझे खुशी है कि हम ब्राजील में डिजिटल पब्लिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस बनाने पर काम कर रहे हैं। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, सुपर कंप्यूटर, सेमीकंडक्टर्स और ब्लॉकचेन जैसे क्षेत्रों में अपने सहयोग को भी हम प्राथमिकता दे रहे हैं।
Both leaders set a target of increasing bilateral trade to $30 billion over the next 5 years.
In July 2025, the two leaders had set a bilateral trade target of $20 billion by 2030. However, today, the two leaders agreed that the trade should at least double to $30 billion by 2030.
Both leaders strongly condemned terrorism in all its forms and manifestations and resolved to work jointly against this menace, particularly affecting the global south.
हमारा मानना है कि हर समस्या का समाधान डायलॉग और डिप्लोमेसी के माध्यम से होना चाहिए। भारत और ब्राजील एक मत है कि आतंकवाद और उसके समर्थक पूरी मानवता के शत्रु है।
Defense technology cooperation also figured prominently in the discussions. Both leaders reiterated the need for reforms in the United Nations Security Council and pledged to work together towards a more representative multilateral world order. They also agreed to expand cooperation in sustainable energy, green technologies, agriculture, animal husbandry, and biofuels.
We are not just the two biggest democracies of the global south. This is a meeting of the world's pharmacy with the world's barn, and a digital superpower with a renewable energy superpower. We are both mega diverse countries and hubs of of the cultural industry, and we both defend multilateralism and peace.
This is the 6th visit of President Lula da Silva to India, reflecting the depth of mutual understanding and the shared desire to further strengthen cooperation and strategic partnership between the two countries. Akhilesh Suman's report for DD India.